Hey good people, it's CC Devereaux, and you know how people say, oh, I don't want to get locks, you can't do anything with your hair, I don't want to get bored. Well, I was inspired to start this new lock styling series where I find inspirational loose naturals hairstyles and I recreate them on my locks. So yeah, you guys, from a loose to locked, let's go. Here are the supplies that I use: some wood beads and the large hair ties. They're similar to the Goody brand. I do want to suggest that the beads you use, if you do try them, make sure that the holes are large enough, the circumference is large enough to fit your locks through. That's really important. So I got the multi-pack, which helped because then I could see what size would fit. First, I section off the sides that will act as our draping braids that will hold the beads. And I didn't braid from the back. I figured as though my locks are so wide that it kind of gives you that look without having to braid from the back to the front. So I just took a few that I thought would make it look like the draping braid and just braided it. It gave me the look I was looking for, so yeah, I'm good with that. To secure it until we get to the beading process, I just put a little rubber band at the end. We will remove this and add another one when we get to the beads, but I'll show you that later. By the way, I did wash my hair before styling. I added some oil. I used JoJo's hair essence oil right after I washed it, and then I just let it completely air dry. And then in order to do these braids, I lathered my fingers with some more oil, but that was about it. That's all I did to prep for this hairstyle. So yeah, I went ahead and just added another braid on the other side just to give it the same look as the reference photo. Now we're going to take our hair down and we're going to section off the middle section where our middle braid will go. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now, I do not have straight parts. My locks are very freestyle when it comes to the parting. However, my middle part is straight, but everything else is up in the air. I'm really not sure what's going on, especially since I've combined some locks. So I just sectioned it off as the best as I could. That would give it a straight, semi-aligned look. And guys, I'm really okay with not having straight parts. Straight, tamed, neat locks were never really my goal. So yeah, don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm good. Next, I took one of those large hair bands and cut it down the middle. I like to cut mine because it makes it easier to wrap around my lock puff instead of trying to twist it and drape it over. I just like to cut it in half. To secure it, I just wrapped the Goody band around once and tied it in a regular bow. I just tucked the middle braid in separately. I just wanted to make sure that it was straight once it goes into the pony. I didn't want it to be crooked, so that's the only reason why I did that separately. Alright, now that I have the 3 primary braids to this style, I went ahead and focused on my baby hairs. Just threw a little bit of Got to Be glued and some Got to Be freeze spray. I'm not sure what it's called. Just threw it up there real quick. Give it a little razzle dazzle, you know, just a little something, a little sure. Okay. Once I got that work of art in place, I went ahead and set it with my satin silk polyester, I don't know what this is, scarf, but it's soft and silky, just to let that set. And I could have left my bun just like this. The puff would have been cute. It actually would have looked more like the inspirational photo if I would have left my lock puff out. However, I had to be extra. So I wanted to do a bit more of a tamed bun, so I'm just showing you how I do that here. I used a goodie band, try my best to drape it over as many locks as possible, doubled it up, and then whichever lock was sticking out, I took some loose hairpins and just plugged it away. Alright, now for the beads. Since my beads were larger and they fit over my locks perfectly, I didn't need to use a tool. I just slid them up there. You can use a crochet hook. You could even use a beater. But yeah, this was just really simple. So to secure the beads, I wanted to keep as much length to my braids as possible. So I just made a little tiny loop and put a rubber band over it and slid the beads over that, and it held it perfectly. They did not move, they didn't come loose, and yeah, I was shaking my beads and everything and they were just fine. Alright guys, the last step was to add this hair jewelry here. Great thing about these is that you can stretch them out to any size, so no matter how thick your locks may be, they should fit, which makes them awesome. And that was it. I'm done. What do you guys think? Does it look like the reference photo? Would you try this out? Well, even if you don't try this one, I just want to inspire you guys to have fun with your locks. Don't be scared to try things out, and don't feel like you're stuck in a box. You can do just as much with your locks as anyone can do with their loose curls. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, tell a friend, share, all of that good stuff. I appreciate you. Oh, and check out my blog, guys. HeyGoodPeople.com is live. It's live and lit. All right. Bye, good people.